हेलो फ्रेंड्स, स्वागत है आपका मेरे यूट्यूब चैनल पे। आज हम पढ़ेंगे ईश्वरन द स्टोरी टेलर बाय आर.के. लक्ष्मण। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। ये टाइटल है हमारा ईश्वरन द स्टोरी टेलर आर.के. लक्ष्मण के थ्रू। थीम, लेट अस सी द थीम। द थीम ऑफ द स्टोरी इज एन आर्ट ऑफ स्टोरी टेलिंग। ये स्टोरी में ही स्टोरी बताता है। अ गुड स्टोरी becomes interesting only when the narrator twists and turns the action to make narrative surprising yet plausible. Ishwaran, the master of this art, told gripping stories in a graphic and dramatic manner, such as his listeners listened to him in rapt attention. Once the story of female ghost recounted so terrified his master that he quit his job and left the haunted place. तो ये इसमें दो ऑथर्स होते हैं, ईश्वरन और महेंद्र। महेंद्र ईश्वरन का हेड होता है, ये मास्टर होता है, और ईश्वरन उसके घर में कुक जैसा काम करता है। और वो ईश्वरन जो है, महेंद्र का दिमाग जो है वो क्वाइट और अच्छा, मतलब एंटरटेन करने के लिए वो हॉरर स्टोरी सुनाता है। तो फिर एक दिन क्या हुआ कि एक फीमेल घोस्ट की स्टोरी सुना महेंद्र ईश्वरन के थ्रू। तो उसने अपने जॉब को क्विट किया और ईश्वरन जहाँ रहता था वहाँ से निकल गया। अब इंट्रोडक्शन देखते हैं। Title of this chapter, Ishwaran the Storyteller, tells us the story is about Ishwaran. He is called the storyteller because as storytelling is an art, he is good at it. Ishwaran uses special effects, does voice modulation, uses his body language to make the story realistic so that the listener, that is Mahendra, gets attracted and captivated in his story. The writer wants to highlight this quality of Ishwaran, that he was so good at telling stories that they appeared to be real. His stories were a source of entertainment for Mahendra. तो ईश्वरन इतना अच्छा स्टोरी सुनाता था कि वो रियल लगते थे, और वो अपने स्पेशल इफ़ेक्ट्स, वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन और बॉडी लैंग्वेज के थ्रू इतना अच्छा स्टोरी सुनाता था कि महेंद्र अट्रैक्ट और कैप्टिवेटेड हो जाता था उसकी स्टोरी के प्रति। और वो महिंद्रा के लिए एंटरटेनमेंट का भी एक सोर्स था। अब फर्स्ट पैराग्राफ में देखते हैं। द स्टोरी वाज नरेटेड टू गणेश बाय अ यंग मैन महेंद्र बाय नेम. He was a junior supervisor in a firm which offered on hire supervisors at various types of construction sites, factories, bridges, dams, and so on. Mahendra's job was to keep an eye on the activities at the work site. He had to keep moving from place to place every now as then as ordered by his head office. From a coal mining area to a railway bridge construction site, from there after a few months to a chemical plant which was coming up somewhere. तो महेन यहाँ पे गणेश है, एक यंग मैन है। महेंद्र वो जूनियर सुपरवाइज़र था महेंद्र का, और वो सुपरवाइज़र करता था कंस्ट्रक्शन साइट को और फैक्ट्रीज़ को, ब्रिजेस को, डैम्स को और बाकी चीज़ों को। महेंद्र जॉब वॉज टू कीप एन आई ऑन द एक्टिविटीज़ एट द वर्क साइट। तो यहाँ पे महेंद्र का जॉब था कि वो साइट को पे देख नज़र रखे, और वो प्लेस टू प्लेस मूव करते रहे, और वो अपना हेड ऑफिस पे भी ऑर्डर किया। वो कोल माइनिंग एरिया से रेलवे ब्रिज पे शिफ्ट होता था। तो कुछ मंथ रहने के बाद फिर वो केमिकल प्लांट में शिफ्ट हो गया। तो ऐसे वो शिफ्ट होते रहता था। अब सेकंड पेज में देखते हैं। ही वॉज अ बैचलर, हिज नीड्स वर सिंपल एंड ही वॉज एबल टू एडजस्ट हिमसेल्फ टू ऑल काइंड्स ऑफ odd conditions, where it was an ill-equipped circuit house or a makeshift canvas tent in the middle of a stone quarry, but the asset he had was his cook Ishwaran. The cook was quite attached to Mahendra and followed him uncomplainingly wherever he was posted. He cooked for Mahendra, washed his clothes, and chatted away with his master at night. he could weave out endless stories and anecdotes on varied subjects. तो जो ईश्वरन था वो एक बैचलर था। वो उसका सिंपल नीड्स और अपने आप वो कहीं भी एडजस्ट कर लेता था, कोई भी सिचुएशन हो। और वो इलिक्विड सर्किट हाउस चाहे वो इलिक्विड सर्किट हाउस हो या कैनवास टेंट हो स्टोन क्वेरी के बीच में। बट वन एसेट ही हैड वाज हिज कुक। वो उसका कुक सबसे अच्छा काम था। द कुक वॉज क्वाइट अटैच टू महेंद्र एंड फॉर महेंद्र को भी ईश्वरन का खाना बहुत अच्छा लगता था। और वो ईश्वरन जो था वो महेंद्र के लिए खाना बनाता था, उसके क्लोथ्स को धोता था, उससे बात करता था ना रात में। और रात के समय उसको इतने कई सारे स्टोरी सुना देता था और बिना रुके। और वो कई सारे स्टोरी एक बार में सुना सकता था अलग अलग चीज़ों पे। Ishwaran also had an amazing capacity to produce vegetables and cooking ingredients, seemingly out of nowhere in the middle of the desolate landscape. Most delicious dishes made with fresh vegetables within an hour of arriving at the zinc sheet shelter, shelter at the new workplace. Continuation of second page. Mahendra would be up be up early in the morning and leave for work after breakfast, carrying some prepared food with him. तो ईश्वरन जो था उस महेंद्र को खाना दे देता था, उसका ब्रेकफास्ट करा के और उसको खाना दे देता था ताकि वो अपने वर्क पे जाता था। और ईश्वरन जो था वो अब सारे क्लोथ्स को वॉश करता था और नहाता था और कई सारे बकेट्स पानी के रख सबको अच्छे से और सब कुछ अच्छे से पूरा घर सजा के रखता था सरिया के। इट वुड बी लंच टाइम बाय देन। जब तक वो सब करता था तब तक लंच टाइम हो जाता था। आफ्टर ईटिंग ही वुड रीड फॉर अ वाइल बिफोर डोजिंग ऑफ। द बुक वॉज यूजुअली सम पॉपुलर तमिल थ्रिलर running to hundreds of pages. Its imaginative descriptions and narrative flourishes would hold ईश्वरन in thrall. तो वो खाना खाने के बाद बुक्स रीड करता था, हॉरर बुक्स और तमिल थ्रिलर वगैरह रीड करता था। His own descriptions were greatly influenced by the Tamil authors that he read. When he was narrating even the smallest of incidents, he would try to work in suspense and a surprise ending to the account. For example, instead of saying that he had come across an uprooted tree on the highway, he would say, with eyebrows suitably arched and hands held out in a dramatic gesture, the road was deserted and I was all alone. Suddenly I spotted something that looked like an enormous bushy beast lying sprawled across the road. I was half inclined to turn and go back, but as I came closer, I saw that it was a fallen tree with its dry branches spread out. Mahendra would stretch himself back in the canvas chair and listen to ईश्वरन tales. तो जब महेंद्र आता था ऑफिस से फ्रेश फ्रेश होता था, खाना खाता था और फिर वो ईश्वरन के स्टोरी सुनने लग जाता था। अब थर्ड पेज में देखते हैं। द प्लेस आई कम this from is famous for timber. Ishwaran would begin. There is a richly wooden forest all around. The logs are hauled onto the lorries by elephants. They are huge, well-fed beasts. When they turn wild, even the most experienced mahout is not able to control them. After this prologue, Ishwaran would launch into an elaborate and sonnet involving an elephant. One day, a tusker escaped from the timber yard and began to roam about, stamping on bushes, tearing up wild creepers, and breaking branches at will. You know, sir, how an elephant behaves when it goes mad. Ishwaran would get caught up in the excitement of his story and he would get up from the floor and jump about, stamping his feet in emulation at the mad elephant. The elephant reached the outskirts of our town, breaking the fences down like matchsticks. He would continue. It came into the main road and smashed all the stalls selling fruits, mud pots, and clothes. People ran helter skelter in panic. The elephant now entered a school ground where children were playing, breaking through the brick wall. All the boys ran into the classrooms and shut the doors tight. The beast grunted and wandered about, pulling about the football goalpost, tearing down the volleyball net, kicking and flattering the dam kept for water, and uprooting the shrubs. Meanwhile, all the teachers had climbed up to the terrace of the school building. From there, they helplessly watched the depredations of the elephant. There was not a soul below ground. The streets were empty as if tents of the entire town had suddenly disappeared. I was studying in a junior class at that time and was watching the whole drama from the rooftop. I don't know what came over me. Suddenly I grabbed a cane from the hands of one of the teachers and ran down the stairs into the open. The elephant grunted and menacingly swung a branch of a tree which it held in its trunk. It stamped his feet, kicking up a lot of mud and dust. It looked frightening, but I moved slowly towards it, stick in hand. People were watching the scene, hypnotized from nearby housetops. The elephant looked at me, red-eyed, ready to rush towards me. It lifted its trunk and trumpeted loudly. At that moment, I moved forward and, mustering all my force, whacked its third toenail on the quick. The beast looked stunned for the moment and it shrieked from head to foot and collapsed. At this point, Ishwaran would leave the story unfinished and get up mumbling, I will be back after lighting the gas and warming up the dinner. Mahendra, who had been listening with rapt attention, would be left hanging. When he returned, Ishwaran would not pick up the thread the story right away. Mahendra would have to remind him that the conclusion was pending. Well, a veterinary doctor was summoned to revive the animal. Ishwaran would shrunk casually. 2 days later, it was led away by its maw to the jungle. Well, how did you manage to do, ईश्वरन? How did you bring down the beast? तो ऐसे ही ईश्वरन स्टोरी सुनाते रहता था महेंद्र को और महेंद्र एंटरटेन होते रहता था और उसमें ईश्वरन अपने आप को अच्छा अच्छा प्रूफ करने में कहता था कि मैंने ही एलिफेंट को मारा। तो यही सब स्टोरी के बारे में था कि जो इसने स्टोरी सुनाई वो अपने आप से खुद से बनाई। और तो फिर महेंद्र बोलता है कि हाउ डिड यू मैनेज टू डू इट ईश्वरन, हाउ डिड यू ब्रिंग डाउन द बीस्ट। A continuation of fourth page. It has something to do with a Japanese art, I think, sir. Karate or Jujitsu, it is called. I had read about it somewhere. It temporarily paralyzes the nervous system, you see. Not a day passed without Ishwaran recounting some story packed with adventure, horror, and suspense. Whether the story was credible or not, Mahendra enjoyed listening to it because of inimitable way in which it was told. Ishwaran seemed to be more than make up for the absence of a TV in Mahendra's living quarters. One morning when Mahendra was तो महेंद्र जो था उसको घर में अब टीवी की भी ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ती थी क्योंकि ईश्वरी महेंद्र को वो कर देता था, entertain कर देता था. One morning when Mahendra was having breakfast, Ishwaran asked, "Can I make something special for dinner tonight, sir?" क्या मैं आज रात को डिनर कुछ अच्छा बना सकता हूँ? After all, today is an auspicious day. According to tradition, we prepare various delicacies to feed the spirits of our ancestors today, sir. तो कंटिन्यूशन देखते हैं फोर्थ पेज का. That night, Mahendra enjoyed the most delicious dinner and complimented Ishwaran on his culinary skills. He seemed very pleased, but unexpectedly launched into a most garish account garish account involving the supernatural. You know, sir, this entire factory area we are occupying was once a burial ground, he started. Mahendra was jogged out of the pleasant river and he had drifted into after the satisfying meal. I knew on the first day itself, when saw a human skull lying on the path. Even now, I come across a number of skulls and bones, Ishwaran continued. He went on to narrate how he sometimes saw ghosts at night. I am not easily frightened by these things, sir. I am a brave fellow. But one horrible ghost of a woman which appears off and on at midnight during the full moon. It is an ugly creature with matted hair and a shriveled face like a skeleton holding a fetus in, in its arms. Mahendra shivered and interrupted rather sharply. You are crazy, Ishwaran. Are no such things as ghosts or spirits. It it is all figment of your imagination. Get your digestive system examined, and maybe your head as well. You are talking nonsense. He left the room and retired for the night, expecting Ishwaran to sulk for a couple of days. But the next morning he was surprised to find the cook as cheerful and talkative as ever. From that day on, Mahendra, for his brave talk, went bed with a certain unease. Every night he peered into the darkness. In sixth page, outside through the window next to his bed, trying to make sure that there was no movement of dark shapes in the vicinity, but he could only see a sea of darkness with the twinkling lights of the factory miles away. He had always liked to admire the milk white landscape on full moon nights, but after hearing Ishwaran's story, the female ghost, he avoided looking a window altogether when the moon was full. तो जो महेंद्र है वो ईश्वरन का स्टोरी तो सुन लिया, लेकिन महेंद्र जो है ईश्वरन का स्टोरी सुन लिया, लेकिन उसको थोड़ा डर लगने लगा. वो उस घोस्ट से डरने लगा. Or one night Mahendra was woken up from his sleep by a low moan close to his window. At first he put it down to a cat prowling around for mice, but the sound was too guttural for a cat. He resisted the curiosity to look out. At least he should behold a sight which would stop his heart. But the wailing became louder and less feline. He could not resist temptation any more. Lowering himself to the level of the window sill, he looked out at the white sheet of moonlight outside. There not too far away was a dark cloudy form clutching a bundle. Mahendra broke into a cold sweat and fell back on the pillow, panting. As he gradually recovered from the ghastly experience, he began to reason with himself. He finally concluded that it must have been some sort of auto-suggestion, some trick that his subconscious had played on him. Continuation of sixth page. By the time he had got up in the morning, had a bath, and come out to have his breakfast, the horror of the previous night had faded from his memory. Ishwaran greeted him at the door with his packed lunch packed door with his lunch packet and his bag. Just as Mahendra was stepping out, Ishwaran grinned and said, "Sir, remember the other day when I was telling you about the female ghost with the fetus in its arms? You were so angry with me for imagining. Well, you saw her yourself last night. I came running, hearing the sound of moaning that was coming from your room." A chill went down Mahendra's spine. He did not wait for Ishwaran to complete his sentence. He hurried away to his office and handed his papers, resolving to leave the haunted place the very next day. तो महेंद्र भी वहाँ से चला गया। तो तो दोस्तों, ईश्वरन ऐसे ही महेंद्र को स्टोरी सुनाते रहता था, और ऐसी स्टोरी सुनाते सुनाते हमारा भी स्टोरी ख़त्म होता है। तो दोस्तों, थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग माई वीडियो। इस चैप्टर के भी असाइनमेंट से आपको चाहिए तो आप डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स रेफ़र कर सकते हैं। थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग दोस्तों। हैव अ नाइस इवनिंग। थैंक यू।